أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وصلى الله على سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد الفاتح الخاتم الناصر الهادي. Turn it off, please. صلى الله على سيدنا محمد الفاتح الخاتم الناصر الهادي وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. ورضي الله تبارك وتعالى عن صحابة رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. وأنزلنا إليك الذكر لتبين للناس ما نزل إليهم. Alhamdulillah, tonight is the night of the 29th, how do you call it? The 29th night. That's how we say it? 29th. Is it correct?
28th, going to 29th.
The 29th night. And the 29th? Okay. The 29th night. The 29th night. Am I correct, Abdulaziz? Inshallah. So it is the last odd night of the month. We wanna use it to seek to find Laylatul Qadr. إنما الأعمال وإنما الأمور بخواتيمها. The results and the best of whatever you can have of something, the fruits of the things are in the ends. So inshallah, we are again inviting all of us to spend more time worshiping, making istighfar, salat al-Nabi, standing in prayer. We ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to grant us the blessing of Laylatul Qadr. Among the prophets Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala mentions in this surah, by name we mentioned Sayyidina Ibrahim, Sayyidina Musa, Sayyidina Yaqub, Sayyidina Ismail, Sayyidina Ishaq, Sayyidina Yusuf, but Sayyidina Yusuf was not mentioned by name. Sayyidina Harun, Sayyidina Dawood, and the last one, Bi'athatan, is Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam. Sayyidina Isa, as Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala mentions, وآتينا عيسى ابن مريم البينات وأيدناه بروح القدس. Many lessons can be derived from the life of Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam. Among the maqsads, among the maqasid why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala sent him to Banu Israel, is to reorder or to bring them back to order, bring them back to the path, because they went so far away from the path that even many of them disbelieved the resurrection, Yawm al-Qiyamah, as you can see today. And Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala sent him to bring back, to find the lost sheep of Banu Israel. وَرَسُولًا إِلَى بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلِ إِنِّي رَسُولُ اللَّهِ إِلَيْكُمْ مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيَّ مِنَ التَّوْرَاةِ وَمُبَشِّرًا بِرَسُولٍ يَأْتِي مِنْ بَعْدِي اسْمُهُ أَحْمَدُ. And for this for him to fit to this position, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala gave him miracles which showed them that what he's saying is the truth. People will be resurrected on Yawm al-Qiyamah. Number one, the way he was born. Sayyidina Maryam was a righteous daughter of سيدنا عمران ومريم ابنة عمران التي أحصنت فرجها. The historian says that he said that her father died before she was born, and the mother made an oath that if this boy, she said, because she thought she had a boy in her belly, is born, I will take her to the house of worship, so that I will take him to the house of worship, so that he will serve Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Inni nadartu laka ma fi batni muharrara. And muharrar is a boy. He's never a girl. And she asked Allah that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala accept. And Allah accepted. Allah says, فَتَقَبَّلَهَا رَبُّهَا بِقَبُولٍ حَسَنٍ. But Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala shows us here that it's not about being a man or a woman, male or female. It's about being servant of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. When Maryam was born, she was saying, oh Allah, I asked you Muharram, but you gave me a female baby. Allah says, وَلَيْسَ الذَّكَرُ كَالْأُنثَى. So many ahkam are derived from this saying, وَلَيْسَ الذَّكَرُ كَالْأُنثَى. Men are not like women. That's true. Or men are not like this woman. Because this woman, Allah has chosen her above all the women of the world of her time. Why? Because Sayyidatuna Fatima is, according to the Prophet ﷺ, Sayyidatun Nisa'i Ahli Jannah. She is the master, the best of all the women of Jannah. And the women of Jannah are the best women of them. Those who will not make it to Jannah, of course, they are not among the best. And Sayyidatuna Maryam will make it to Jannah. And Sayyidatuna Khadija, likewise. Prophet ﷺ says that 4 of the women are perfect. Sayyidatuna Maryam, Khadija, Fatima, and Asiya bint Mazahim, the wife of Sayyidina, the wife of Fir'aun, the enemy of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. And of course, Aisha has her position, but these are the most perfect women according to Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. To make the story short, Sayyidina Isa was born without a father but a mother. That itself is a miracle. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala created Adam with no father, no mother. Inna mathala Isa inda Allahi kamathali Adam. Allah created Adam with no father, with no mother. That's tashbih shay'in bi shay'in aghrab. You know, even the case of Sayyidina Adam is even stranger. More strange. And Hawa from Adam. She has a father but not a mother. And the rest of humanity, we have both parents. Now there is something missing. And Allah says, Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, Inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir. He's capable of doing everything. So He creates Isa with mother but no father. Inna mathala Isa inda Allah kamathali Adam. So when the angels came to Sayyidina Maryam, Allah wants to give you a baby. How come? No one has ever been close to me. That's not a problem. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He just says, be, and it is. When she knew that this angel is from Allah, she accepted that the angel blew the spirit into her. So this is ruh. We all have the angel blew the ruh in the wombs of our mothers, but with the intervention of a father. You all know the hadith from Nutfa, and 40 days after from Alaq, and after from Mudghah, Idham, and then Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala sends the angel, and the angel will blow the ruh. So we are all from the word of Allah. Kun fayakun. Kun fayakun. So this is a word that comes through an angel. It's a miracle. Why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala wanted to show them something before the baby grows up. Maryam alayhi salam came. Where did you get أخت هارون ما كان أبوك امرأ سوء وما كانت أمك بغية فأشارت إليه because Allah Ta'ala ordered her not to talk. How can we talk to a baby who's just been born? He's just born. The baby spoke, Inni Abdullah. The first thing Isa alayhi salam said, I am a servant of Allah. So he came to serve Allah. He knew that they would call him Allah. He says, no, I am servant of Allah. Abdullah. And I will be given a book. Atani al-kitab. I will become a prophet. وَجَعَلَنِي نَبِيًّا and a blessed one. وَجَعَلَنِي مُبَارَكًا wherever I am, wherever I may be. أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُ وَأَوْصَانِي بِالصَّلَاةِ وَالزَّكَاةِ. You see the first thing. Salah and zakah. مَا دُمْتُ حَيًّا as long as I'm alive. وَبَرًّا بِوَالِدَتِي and I am ordering to be good to my parents, to my mom, because she doesn't have a father. Because the Nasara, some of them say, he is God. لَقَدْ كَفَرَ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا إِنَّ اللَّهَ هُوَ الْمَسِيحُ ابْنُ مَرْيَمَ. Some of them say that he is the son of God. لقد كفر الذين قالوا إن الله هو المسيح لقد كفر الذين قالوا إن الله ثالث ثلاثة وما من إله إلا إله واحد ما المسيح ابن مريم إلا رسول قد خلت من قبله الرسل وأمه صديقة كانوا يأكلان الطعام وقالوا اتخذ الرحمن ولدا. So those who say that Isa is the son of God, they are kuffar too. And Allah Ta'ala does never want that. And some of them say, no, he is the third one, because you have God, you have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And all of this is not true. It's not true. What is true is that Isa is his messenger, is his servant. That's why the first thing he said, I am servant of Allah Ta'ala. So Allah gave him these miracles which will show them that there is resurrection after death. Because every single ummah, Allah Ta'ala sends a prophet with miracles that will be according to their time, according to their state of mind. Sayyidina Musa, Allah gave him the miracles which would eat the magician's work. Isa, Allah gave him, he came at the time of Greek medicine, but at a time when Banu Israel did not believe in life after death. So Allah gave him the power to bring the dead to life. You know, the power to bring the dead to life. The power to just take some dust and make it up as an status and just blow on it and it will fly like a bird. And whatever he does, he tells them, I'm doing it with the permission, with the power of Allah Ta'ala. All of this بإذن الله. قد جئتكم بآية من ربكم إني أخلق لكم من الطين كهيئة الطير فأنفخ فيه فتكون طائرا بإذن الله وأبرئ لكم ولا برص أحيي الموتى بإذن الله وأنبئكم بما تأكلون وما تدخرون في بيوتكم. So Allah gave him these powers so that they know that there is life after death. If we are to learn from Sayyidina Isa, we don't want to go through all details of the life of Sayyidina Isa, but one of the things we learn from Isa, he was a Zahid. Sayyidina Isa never had a house to sleep in, a house. But you always saw him smiling. He was the opposite of Sayyidina Yahya. Sayyidina Yahya was always crying. Because Sayyidina Isa, his status was Jamali. Sayyidina Yahya is Jalali. They lived at the same time. We call him, I think, John the Baptist. When they met, Sayyidina Yahya told him, Isa, you're living like you forget about the anger of Allah, the fire of Allah. What you're always smiling. He would tell him, Yahya, you're living like there's no rahmah of Allah, there's no forget about the mercy of Allah. You're always crying because they were opposite. You know? Yahya, basically Allah Ta'ala gave him to his parents when they were very old. So he's a word of Allah too. Because his parents were too old to bear a child. But Allah Ta'ala said, this is my word, kun fayakun. One of the examples we were told about the teachings of Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam about the lack of importance or the fact that this world is not important at all. Is that one day he was traveling with one of his Jew friends, his students. They had 3 breads. The man ate one of the breads. When it was lunchtime, there was 2. Sidna Isa said, "Where's the third one?" They said, "Wallahi, it was only 2." He didn't comment. They arrived by a man who was blind. And he said, "Bismillah," and passes his hand over the man. The man has cured. And he asked him, "By Allah, who has made this man cure from his blindness? Who ate the third?" No, they were only 2. They continue until they reach a river. Oh, the man said, "How can we reach? How can we go? How can we cross?" He said, "Say Bismillah and follow me." And Sayyidina Isa took him out of made him cross the river, and asked him, "By Allah, who helped us cross this river? By Allah, by whose power we crossed this river? Who ate the third one?" It was only 2. They continued. They saw a mountain of gold, 3 mountains of gold. Wow! To whom all this gold? Then Isa said, "Well, one is for me, one is for you, and one is for the person who ate the third bread. I ate it," he said. Sayyidina Isa, "Okay," said, "Don't worry, all of them are for you. You can have them all." And the guy decided not to go anymore. He wanted to stay there to see how to take care of this gold. So now he became wealthy. Sayyidina Isa left. And few moments after, 3 people arrived. They saw these mountains of gold. Nobody is here, but only one person. They killed him and took the gold. Now Shaitan started playing also with these 3 people. One of them spoke to the other and said, "We need to do something. Well, we need to eat some food." They sent somebody, so one of them, "Go get us food." By the time, because we don't want to go all over and leave the gold here, he went to get some food. 2 of them said, if he comes, let us kill him, so that you have 1.5, I have 1.5. And the man, when he was buying the food, his ego, Shaitan, is talking to him. "Why don't you put some portion in the food?" They eat it, they die. They take all the gold. He did it. When he arrived, before they ate, they killed him. And they ate, all of them are dead. Sayyidina Isa came back and said, "هكذا تفعل الدنيا بأهلها فاعبروها ولا تعمروها فهل من معتبر." Like this, dunya plays with her people. So take dunya just as a mean of transit. You transit through dunya to akhirah. You just need to take what you need for your stay in this dunya. But you don't want to spend all your time making dunya the best you think it can be. Dunya is not a house. It's just this is one of the things that we learn from Sayyidina Isa, his zuhd. So his mission was to bring back Banu Israel to the path. So that's why how Allah said, "So to suffer. وَمُبَشِّرْ إِنِّي رَسُولُ اللَّهِ إِلَيْكُمْ." I'm the messenger of Allah to you. Number 1 is that I came to confirm what you were told in Torah. As he said in another surah, مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيَّ مِنَ التَّوْرَةِ إِنِّي رَسُولُ اللَّهِ إِلَيْكُمْ so to suffer مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيَّ مِنَ التَّوْرَةِ. But some of the ahkam of Torah, Allah has ordered me to examine it, because you have done what you have done. I talked about it, I think, last night. فَبِظُلْمٍ مِنَ الَّذِينَ هَادُوا حَرَّمْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ طَيِّبَاتٍ أُحِلَّتْ لَهُمْ. And that's why I say, وَلِأُحِلَّ لَكُمْ بَعْضَ الَّذِي حُرِّمَ عَلَيْكُمْ. I came to make halal some of which was
made some of the things which were made haram to you. And the next thing was to announce the coming of Rasulullah. وَمُبَشِّرًا بِرَسُولٍ يَأْتِي مِنْ بَعْدِهِ اسمه Ahmad, meaning that there will be no prophet after me, but a prophet who is going to be a prophet of all of you. Because Sayyidina Isa was a prophet to Banu Israel. Sayyidina Musa was a prophet to Fir'aun into Banu Israel. All the prophets were prophets to some people, to some place, for a certain amount of time. But the Prophet ﷺ is the prophet to everybody, to everywhere, and forever. وَمُبَشِّرًا بِرَسُولٍ يَأْتِي مِنْ بَعْدِهِ اسْمُهُ أَحْمَدُ فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُم بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ قَالُوا هَذَا سِحْرٌ. Sayyidina Isa will come back and he will confirm that Prophet ﷺ is true. And he'll come back to be a sign for Yawm al-Qiyamah. وَإِنَّهُ لَعِلْمٌ لِلسَّاعَةِ. In Surah Zukhruf, there is a recitation, وَإِنَّهُ لَعَلَمٌ لِلسَّاعَةِ. Isa is the sign for Sa'ah. So Al-Yahud, when they saw all these miracles, they know that this is true. But they had to do some hil, they wanted to kill him. They made the Roman Empire emperor believe that Isa was doing this and this and this. Until the Roman decided to take him and to kill him. But Allah Ta'ala raised him up. As he said, وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ, they didn't kill him. وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ, they didn't crucify him. وَلَكِنْ شُبِّهَ لَهُ, but it was made appear. So then, شُبِّهَ لَهُ. Allah says, بَلْ رَفَعَهُ اللَّهُ إِلَيْهِ. So he raised him up to him. Allah, وَإِنَّ الَّذِينَ اخْتَلَفُوا فِيهِ لَفِي شَكٍّ مِّنْهُ وَإِنَّ الَّذِينَ اخْتَلَفُوا فِيهِ لَفِي شَكٍّ مِّنْهُ مَا لَهُم بِهِ مِنْ عِلْمٍ إِلَّا اتِّبَاعَ الظَّنِّ وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ يَقِينًا. So if a person, as sometimes you see a Muslim who even think Isa was killed, Allah says, وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ يَقِينًا, certainly they didn't kill him at all. That's what he says. What happened? Allah Ta'ala told us some of it, but that's not the most important thing. What is important is that he raised him up. So Sayyidina Isa was an announcer of the Prophet ﷺ, the Prophet who is the universal prophet, who came to make things in the middle. That's why if we see some of us being overboard, that means we don't understand it, because Allah Ta'ala has made everything easy. Some of our scholars said that you have two types of extremism of state and extremism of people. And he said the extremism of people is easier to deal with because you can talk to them, you can teach them. But the states, it's very difficult to change their agendas. So that's why you see so many things, that because there's the hand of the states in it. And he said the extremism of people is sometimes in ghulu, in ghulu fil wala'i wal bara', in ghulu in the concept of al-jihad, in ghulu in the sayings of Allah Ta'ala, وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْكَافِرُونَ. Because Quran has what we call am makhsus, and has what we call am urida bihi al-khusus. If the person doesn't understand this, he cannot say anything about the Quran. He cannot teach. He needs somebody to teach him. But inshallah ta'ala we will be having time to talk about that. We ask Allah ta'ala to pardon all of us. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى